Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. Ohio Stadium just oozes tradition and history, and somehow the intensity is magnified when they turn on the lights to open another season for the Ohio State Buckeyes. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. The give to the single back. Just finds that little crevice and he's still up. Moves it out to the 30. Find a nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. Outside the pocket, let's go. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
He's going to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, And there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the big...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Makes the grab over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He leaves it with his back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
All right, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control. To be able to hang in the air, but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Handoff from the gun. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, South Carolina 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're at defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the right side. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Makes the catch. It's Bennett. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, the ground game. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's now up to 75 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Finds a crease at the 20. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide out in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over the Sharks. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Might be looking to run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Belly stunner. Cricket.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try.
Cut. Jackrabbit.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ohio State. South Carolina, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
Offense will take over first and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This is a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one is picked up in the end zone. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Ohio State 42, South Carolina.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Let it bust for longer, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Getting some heat. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up.
At the 20. First down for the offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Buys a little time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He almost picked.
The receiver
Down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He worked his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Wide receiver shows motion. Goes straight ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
And he intercepts it. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
With the catch, it's Spears. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him to it? Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. The expressway is wide open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking...
Of Carolina.
Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Feeling some heat. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 42, South Carolina 21.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6.
South Carolina
On to attempt the try.
0 with the grab and the score.
Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And a nice job by the offense of picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Little touch pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Buys a little extra time. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Okay, ready?
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Bennett. Still on his feet. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They're bringing heat. Steps away to find some room. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. He wants to take the top off. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. The old coaching